take a look. Yeah, your favorite character, Gunko-chan. Previously, I asked you about the price of jump in your country, and I was surprised to see how much it varies depending on where you live. By the way, in Japan, you can get it for less than $2. Anyway, on this channel, I often discuss the weekly chapters as they are released. Moving forward, I also plan to analyze other Japanese manga and anime like Freedom, my previous video, from a native Japanese perspective. I don't really like saying things like, please subscribe to my channel, because it feels a bit cheap. So instead, I'll just say, I hope you'll come back and check out the channel again sometime. Now then, I noticed something interesting about Gunko-chan. Yeah, so are you. And decided to quickly make this channel to analyze Gunko-chan, with you. Anyway, let's dive in. This time, the God Knights came to the underworld of Elbaf to recruit Loki. However, it seems there were others in the past who also received invitations from them. What do you think about this? I personally think one of those individuals might have been Doflamingo. Our Doffy. And no, it's not just because he covers his eyes and sticks his tongue out like Loki. The reason is something Doflamingo said back in the chapter 907. 来たのか、上から刺客が。They've come, haven't they? The assassins from above. The term 上から刺客が from above could refer to the celestial dragons who live in the physically higher place, but it can also imply those of high status. This suggests that it wasn't CP0 or any other group that was sent to Doflamingo. It was most likely the God's Knights. Honestly, once Doflamingo came down to surface and became a pirate, he became such troublesome figure that even the world government couldn't control him. Up until now, he ruled over Dressrosa as one of the 7 warlords of the sea, but after being defeated by Luffy and captured, the God's Knights likely saw this as their chance to recruit him, like Loki. However, as many of you know, Doflamingo once returned to Marijora with his father's severed head, only to be completely rejected by the Celestial Dragons. From that point onward, he moved with sole purpose of destroying the world controlled by the Celestial Dragons. Because of this, while he did deal with the world government, he always operated as a pirate, ensuring everything worked to his advantage, as a dark broker. Considering all this, it's clear he has no intention of ever becoming a Celestial Dragon again. While being recruited into the God's Knights could have been a chance for his release, he likely refused to follow orders and act under their command. In fact, since Doflamingo seems to know about the treasure hidden in Marijora, the Celestial Dragons couldn't risk him leaking that information. This could explain why he remains locked up in his solitary cell. I'm so sorry for Doflamingo. Now we have to consider about one thing. Gunko's attempt to recruit Loki, while being of royal blood, it's not Celestial Dragon, into the God's Knights, and the promise the 5 elders made to York about becoming a Celestial Dragon suggests that even those who are not direct descendants of the 2 royal families have the chance to attain Celestial Dragon's status. Curiously, Gunko doesn't have the typical titles like Sei or Gu, that are often attached to the name of Celestial Dragons when they are introduced. It's possible that Gunko is simply a codename used within God's Knights. However, other member, Garling, was introduced with the full title Figaran Garling Sei, during his debut. This difference makes Gunko's lack of title stands out. This raises the possibility that Gunko might not have originally been a Celestial Dragon herself. But it's also possible that she isn't a pure blood and it's actually a child from a Celestial Dragon and someone from the surface. Here is an interesting hypothesis. What if Gunko used to work at Impel Down? The reason for this idea is that Gunko wears a military uniform and her appearance somewhat reminds me of Domino from Impel Down. Yeah, do you remember her? When Hancock entered the Impel Down, she was at the entrance. What's even more intriguing is Domino's childhood. Her younger self bears a slight resemblance to Gunko, especially her left eye. If you look closely, Domino's left eye are similar to Gunko's left eye. But this raises a big question. Why is Gunko's right eye different? To be blunt, I believe it's because she has a special form of observation haki that allows her to share vision and sensation with someone else. Especially, I suspect that Gunko shares her sense with Im. And that's why her eyes look the way they do. Here, her left eye coincidentally resembles the eye design seen when the five elders transformed into their yokai-like forms. This strange eye might be a result of her sensory links with Im. As evidence, consider how Im was able to sense MF haki, actually Joy Boy's haki, despite being located far away in Marijor, a significant distance from Egghead. This might suggest a sensory link not just with Gunko, but possibly also with the five elders. It's even possible that Gunko can share information directly with Im whenever she wants without needing a Dendemushi. Yeah, it's also been revealed that Gunko uses an arrow-based attack similar to the one Im used against Sabo. If this ability comes from Gunko's Devil Fruit, it raises the question of why Im can use similar attack. One possible explanation is that Im possesses a unique ability that allows him to freely share Devil Fruit powers with others. Im's powers remain shrouded in mystery, but based on the fact that he knows about the Joy Boy and Lily, it's almost certain he was lived for 800 years. This longevity could be the result of either the Ope Ope no Mi's immortality surgery or some other unknown power. The idea that Im can grant immortality is supported by Sultan's actions. In his final moments, Sultan begged Im for mercy, which suggests that Im might have the ability to bestow immortality on the five elders at will. However, Sultan's case involved more than just aging, he also exploded. Why did that happen? I believe the explosion was caused by the phenomenon that occurs when someone consumes two devil fruits. Sultan displays extraordinary abilities. He regenerated from all damage, transformed into spider, yeah, this is Gyuki, used poison, paralyzed Sanji's body, and summoned the other five elders with a strange magic circle. According to Vegapunk, eating devil fruits comes with a punishment. Gaining a power that defines nature makes the sea, the mother of nature, reject you. Furthermore, Lucci theorized that when someone eats more than one devil fruit, their body is enabled to withstand the curse, causing it to explode. It's likely that Sultan had multiple powers equivalent to devil fruits, but he was protected by the immortality Imu granted him. However, after his failure at Egghead, Imu may have revoked this immortality. As a result, Sultan's body began to age rapidly. On top of that, the explosion could have been nature's way of balancing the scales. For the multiple powers he had defied nature with, similar to the effect of consuming multiple devil fruit. Imu, on the other hand, seems to have incorporated Gunko's ability, devil fruit powers, but remains unaffected due to his immortality, allowing him to benefit from the ability without suffering any consequences. By the way, I've already discussed Gunko's name in detail in another video, but I've come across another interesting possibility, so I'd like to add it here now. Take a look at the kanji in her name. Here, Gunko. Literally it means this kanji. This kanji means child. Second one means child, literally, and is commonly used in woman's name, as I explained in another video. However, in One Piece, this kanji has been used in a specific context before. Yeah, like eto in Japanese. Yeah, this image is really famous if you read One Piece. The ko, this kanji here, yeah, in Gunko's name corresponds to the rat, yeah, in the zodiac. If this is the case, it would be interesting to consider whether the members of God's Knights each have code name based on zodiac animals, similar to how the marine admirals are named after colors and animals, like Akainu, Aokiji, Kizaru, Ryokugyu, Fujitora. Anyway, that wraps up today's video. Yeah, about Gunko. Although this one was a bit shorter, I provide in-depth Japanese explanation of the latest One Piece chapter on my page, Patreon page, so feel free to check it out. If you are studying Japanese, I'm sure you'll find it helpful. Yeah, right now, anyone can leave comments, so if you have any questions about Japanese or want to share your thoughts on One Piece, I'd be happy to hear from you. Anyway, just waiting the next chapter. See you next time. 図が高い比例者